What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the top 20 all the way down to 11 FIFA 18 ratings. That is right, we are getting down to the business end of things. FIFA 18 is so close now guys, with the demo coming out on the 12th, probably going to be able to get it on the 11th from the region swaps within Xbox and PlayStation. We got the web app coming on the 20th. We got gameplay from the capture event from all the YouTubers that are there coming from the 12th. There was lots of leaks everywhere. Cody, the finisher, the finalist that lost to Gorilla, he leaked a Lothar Matthäus 93 rated icon card, which probably indicates that there are going to be more of the legends from FIFA 17 that become icons in FIFA 18 that also have 3 versions of cards. There's just so much to come, and now we are here, 20 down to 11. Drop a thumbs up for me, I would appreciate it. Let's look first and foremost at number 20, and that is 88 rated Antoine Griezmann. He keeps the same card as last year. Even though he has spent plenty of time on the wing thanks to his 86 pace and 87 dribbling, Griezmann truly shines as a forward. Not only does his speed and technique help get into the box and create chances for himself, he also has one of the best in the business. He's also one of the best in the business at finishing those chances with his 85 shooting. So he's got the same pace, same dribbling, same defending, one more physical, same shooting, same passing. It's basically the same card. 3-star, 4-star still on the skill moves and weak foot. A very, very good looking card. One thing I want to point out to you guys, there was a thread on Reddit about possible position changes and people speculating based on the language within these cards, and where it says here, even though he spent plenty of time on the wing, and when you look at some of these, let's go to, who was it? Was it Thiago? It wasn't Thiago. Dybala, where they say he can play on the wing, whether it's starting deeper playmaker or as any type of forward. People are taking this language and assuming that it means that there are going to be position change cards for strikers to wingers and wingers to strikers. Don't look into that. This is just a little bit of text to explain the player's real season and how they've actually played, to give some depth to the meaning behind the stats, not the positions. I know there was a mistake with Silva being a right wing when he's going to be a cam. I know last year there was a mistake with De Bruyne. I know this year they've had the issue with Di Maria as well, where Di Maria was shown as a cam and as a right wing. I know there are these issues. Don't read into them as anything other than issues, because it's unlikely, very unlikely. I'd say there's 0.01% chance that EA introduce position modifiers that allow you to take wingers central and central players wide. It's just not going to happen. It devalues players too much that have informed special cards, SBCs, etc. I don't think they'll do it. In at 19, we have got Courtois. So Thibaut Courtois remains 89 rated. Few goalkeepers in the world are good enough to bump Petr Cech to the bench, but that's exactly what Courtois did at Chelsea. His 91 handling and 88 reflexes make him possibly the best shot stopper in the game. He has been given a 1 diving upgrade, a 1 reflexes downgrade, handling, kicking the same, speed and positioning the same, and he is one of quite a few goalkeepers coming up in today's video. Next up, we've got 89 rated Sergio Aguero. In spite of the fact that he spent a lot of the last year injured, he still came back and was an absolute menace for Man City. The Argentine forward has always been elusive, fast and brilliant in front of goal, but in recent years he's only gotten better. Aguero's 88 shooting has rocketed him to the top of the scoring charts, and his 89 dribbling and 87 pace mean he'll always be able to get himself in dangerous positions. Now there is some interesting stuff to read into this. First of all, he's been downgraded by 2 pace, which again for me says that we are going to see a global downgrade of pace, so that you can really notice and understand the difference between somebody who has 95 or 96 pace versus somebody who doesn't. You know, this year in FIFA, Aubameyang and Aguero are essentially the same speed because of chem styles. You whack a Hunter chem style on Aguero in FIFA 17 and he literally goes to 99 acceleration and 96 sprint speed. Like, you don't notice any difference in that instance between Aguero and Aubameyang. However, this year, In FIFA 18, Aguero with 87 base pace, and who knows, maybe there's a change in the development of stats through chem stars. Maybe they don't give such big boosts, maybe they change the point distribution within the boost, etc, etc. But this year, like a lot of 90s or 89s, they've all been downgraded in pace. So I feel like your Gareth Bales, your Pierre-Emerick Aubameyangs, your, who else is blisteringly fast? Your Neymar. I feel like they're going to be like noticeably quick. Your Theo Walcott. I feel like you're going to really see the speed of Theo Walcott versus the speed of somebody who's not as fast with a chem style. So that's the first thing to note. Second thing, he's been downgraded by 2. His dribbling and shooting remains the same. Defending remains the same. Passing remains the same. He's been bumped up by 2 physical. What I'm intrigued with this whole little piece of text here is Aguero's 88 shooting has rocketed him to the top of the scoring charts. Now, he's not the top goal scorer in the Premier League, nor was he last season. He's not the only record he's broken is he's the highest scoring non-European in Premier League history. But that aside, does this mean 88 shooting is the highest shooting in game? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That would be interesting. Next up, we have got Gareth Bale. And this is exactly what I was talking about with the pace. Gareth Bale, of course, is and should very well be very, very, very much faster than Sergio Aguero. Now, the first thing to note about Gareth Bale is, although he's been downgraded to an 89, I don't think that's enough. And he actually hasn't been downgraded. He has an identical card to FIFA 17, which is 90 rated. Gareth Bale was good last year, but not great. Again, spent a lot of the year injured. Didn't do as much last year. Let me have a look at his stats year on year on Wikipedia. Not that goals tell the whole story, of course. But if you look at him in the 2016-2017 season, 19 league games, 7 goals. In the 15-16 season, the year before, 23 games, 19 goals in La Liga. So Gareth Bale definitely hasn't performed as well as he has the year before last, yet EA have taken it upon themselves to give him the identical card. That's really surprising to me. If not the best Welshman to ever step onto the pitch, Bale's 94 pace makes him also one of the fastest players in the world. But the winger is more than just pure speed. 86 dribbling, 87 shooting gives him the skills to cut inside and accurately take shots on goal. And an 84 passing shows him to be a top crosser. And yeah, his stats are, again, ridiculous. It wasn't really used much in FIFA 17. He was very much used in FIFA 16 for where, I think because of the near post shots was so strong that getting him to cut inside and then hit that near post was just so valuable, right? That's my interpretation of that. This year, near post shots weren't strong. The low driven across the keeper was strong. So having a 3-star weak foot wasn't beneficial coming in from the right-hand side. I wonder if FIFA 18, there's again something that's overpowered that allows a 3-star weak foot player to actually be usable up front, or rather meta up front, instead of having it to be a 4-star weak foot that gives Gareth Bale a little bit more in the game, because those card stats are ridiculous. Like, they're just ridiculous. Next on the list, we've got Chiellini, 89 rated. Of course, had a fantastic season last season. Upgraded from an 88 to an 89. Aggressive and strong. Chiellini's 85 physical makes him very intimidating centre-back. Coupled with his 90 defending, the highest in the game, Chiellini is a rock at the back for both Juventus and Italy. Now, one thing to dispute is that it's not the highest defending in the game. There are indeed icons with higher defending. I guess, like last year, they took this language and could say highest in the game because PlayStation didn't have legends. But this year, I feel like, I know they're looking at just the gold cards, they're not taking icons into consideration, but it's not the highest defending in the game. With that being said, at 6'2", with low high work rates, 2-star, 2-star, he's got the same pace, the same shooting, 3 more passing and 2 more dribbling, same defending, same physical, and he's been upgraded, of course, from an 88 to an 89. So a solid card. And again, it just goes hand in hand with the incredible Calcio A players that we've seen so far. I think definitely will be one of the go-to leagues this year for meta teams. Because this, you can't dispute this. Low, high, 6'2", defending and physical is crazy, and his pace is so high for centre-backs that he's going to be a monster. Next up, guys, we've got Kevin De Bruyne. And with him, EA say, there are a few attacking midfielders in the world who are as well-rounded as De Bruyne, who doesn't create just chances for his teammates with his 88 passing and 85 dribbling. He can also strike a ball with the best of them, both from open play and in set-piece situations, thanks to his 84 shooting. And yeah, this card looks, again, very good. 4-star, 4-star, 5'11". High work rates are a bit interesting. They've changed that from high-medium to high-high. I don't think a guy with high work rates that has 45 defending is going to be someone that's specifically used too well. I don't know if that will work that well. I don't know if work rates are that important. He's been upgraded by 1, but again, he's been downgraded in the pace department, as has pretty much everyone across the board, by 2. His shooting's gone up by 1, his passing's gone up by 2, his dribbling's gone up by 1, his defending has gone up by 5, and his physical remains the same. That is a very strong looking card. When you look at the cams and the centre mids that we looked at before, Fabregas, Thiago, Verratti, these dudes are 87 and 88 rated, and they get nowhere near the stats of Kevin De Bruyne. He is going to be a monster early game without any question. I don't understand. I forgot what I was saying about KDB because I've just seen Alexis Sanchez is marked down as a left mid. That can't be right. Alexis Sanchez, another winger turned forward. You've got him as a left mid. Sanchez uses the 89 dribbling skills and 86 pace to strike fear into the hearts of defences in the English Premier League. His 84 shooting isn't the highest in the world, but few would bet against Sanchez when he gets himself into a position to score. Now, what's really interesting is he's been upgraded, which, fair or not, you know, that's debatable, I would say. His pace remains the same, his shooting remains the same, his passing has gone up by 1, his physical remains the same. It's actually a great card, his dribbling's gone up by 1 as well. What's really interesting, he's high with 4-star skill moves, which is great. Why is he a left mid? Last year he started as a left wing on FIFA and got a upgraded position change to striker because that's where he was playing for Arsenal. He does not play left mid for Arsenal. He plays left attacking mid, left wing, or striker, or sometimes like I guess a centre forward cam role. No time does he play left mid because we don't have a left mid. We play a 5-3-2 or a 3-4-2-1 or whatever. He does not operate on that left mid role or that left wing back role. I don't understand why he's a left mid. That is very bizarre. Next up is Buffon, another one of the goalkeepers. He has again been upgraded. A guy who has just been around since the dawn of the ages, and he just gets better and better. Still going strong despite playing the 5th most professional football matches in history. Buffon's reflexes might not be what they once were, but he has replaced them with experience and intelligence. His 90 positioning makes up for much, as do his 89 diving and 88 handling. Still a calm leader at the back after all these years, any player in the world would feel comfortable with the Italian minding his net. And his reflexes are 84, the same as this year. He's been upgraded by 1 overall. His diving's gone up by 2. His handling remains the same. His kicking has gone up by 6. His positioning remains the same. Speed remains the same. And reflexes remain the same. But yeah, that's a fantastic card again. Reflexes might be one of the big issues in the game. You know, a goalkeeper with low reflexes might not be meta enough. You might have to have high reflexes to make it usable. But Gianluigi Buffon definitely deserves his upgrade. Looks very good indeed. Luka Modric coming in at number 12. 2 more places to go. Of course, another team of the year for him last year. We'll see if he gets another one this year. A mainstay in Real Madrid's midfield since moving there from Tottenham Hotspur. Modric is one of the more successful Croatian internationals in history. His 89 dribbling and 86 passing have put him among the top technical central midfielders in Europe. While not the best on defence, Modric's skill set is diverse enough for him to shift into deeper roles when necessary. So 4-star, 4-star, which is obviously fantastic. He's gone down 1 pace, same shooting, same passing, same dribbling, same defending, and down 1 physical. So all in all, it's pretty much the exact same card, and you can't really question that. He is a phenomenal player. Last but not least, we've got the first 90 rated player of the team, or the top the top 100, and that is David De Gea again at 90. Acrobatic and quick, De Gea has been sought by clubs all over Europe for years. His breathtaking 90 diving and 90 reflexes help make him seem like make him what seem like impossible saves. So he has gone up by 2 diving, same reflexes, up 1 speed, up 1 positioning, same handling, same kicking. Deserved upgrade, even though his overall is still 90. Definitely a deserved upgrade. I feel like that's a very fair card for David De Gea at 6'4" tall. Is probably going to be again one of the most used goalkeepers in FIFA. You know, especially for high rated. He's got the giant throw, which is fantastic. He is phenomenal. So that, guys, is 20 down to 11. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know how you feel about these cards in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.